Hi guys, I'm Steex, audio video production. Today I have the pleasure to present you this new Mako series M1 pedal from Walrus Audio. So this video will be just a bit long because this pedal, the M1 from Walrus Audio, is a really complicated pedal because there are lots of features. So I want to show you all the features of this pedal. So you have of course the thumbs up to scroll with the YouTube bar, and if you want to support my channel, please consider to subscribe to my channel. I have also an Instagram page where I post very fast. I post unboxing, so I already post the unboxing about this pedal, so you can see the pedal, the gear that I review here on my YouTube channel before they will be published here on YouTube. And if you want to support more this channel, you have a Buy Me a Coffee page, link down below. Basically you can get really great benefits, for example presets for software for your guitars, impulse responses, DAW templates, so really cool stuff for your rock and metal production, and this will be very appreciated. Let's start talking about this pedal because there are a lot of things to introduce you. So what is this M1 pedal from the Mako series? This is mainly a modulation pedal and it's analog pedal. The main thing that I want to say is that the two foot switches are flexi, so I love the concept of Walrus Audio. They usually use a flexi foot switch, so I really like this. So looking at the pedal, beside the very cool design, you have mainly 6 different rotary knobs. All the knobs are declicked and 3 different tiny switches. Of course we have the bypass and the tap switch. Talking about the connection, you have stereo input and stereo output. I love this feature because you can use this pedal not only with your guitar, but you can use this also like an outboard, maybe with your keyboard or processing some tracks in your DAW. So it's really helpful to have both input and output in stereo. And you can also manage this pedal with the MIDI, because as you can see here on the top you have the mini in and mini through plugs. This is really helpful to manage also the presets, because you can save up to 9 presets internally on this pedal, but using MIDI you can save up to 127 presets, which is insane. This is great. Now talking about the controls, you have in the middle the main control. This is to select the various effects you want from chorus, phaser, trem, vibe, rotary and filter. So you have to choose firstly which kind of modulation you want, and then all the other controls will manage this kind of modulation. 2 main controls you already know, the rate and depth, but you can also adjust all the parameter with the tweak knob and the tune knob. Let me explain in depth. The tweak knob, as you can see, has 3 main positions, and you can see also 3 different colors. So the tweak and the tune knobs are relative to these tiny switches. So depending on the position of the relative switch, you can control different parameters with the same knob. This is really important and really clever to manage all with a really tiny box, all this kind of modulation. So you can control the shape, and as you can see, the shape could be a sinusoidal shape, a triangle or a square shape. You can also control the division. This will work only if you manage the velocity, so the speed of your modulation with the tap tempo. If you use the rate, this division will not work, okay? Then you can also change the type, because you can see 6 different modulations: chorus, phaser, trem, vibe, rotary and filter, but you can have 3 types per each modulation. So depending on the kind of modulation you have selected, you can also see on the manual, because I don't remember all the type. You can have basically chorus, 3 chorus and stuff like that. Or for the trem you can have 3 trem and stuff like that. A rotary will be different, the sound of the rotary. Vibe also, you can change different kind of this modulation with this type switch, and you can manage 3 different type of modulation with this tweak knob. So now let's jump on the tune knob. As you can see, you have 3 main controls: the tone, the sim, it is symmetric, and the X. So the tone, of course, bright or dark. The sim will change the shape, so if you have basically the sinusoidal shape, you can change the symmetric and basically move this sinusoidal shape, the same for the other kind of shape, and you can listen different modulation. Is really cool this. Then the X. The X is something strange, something extreme that you can add to your modulation, and this will change depending on the modulation you are using. So it's time to listen something, right? Let's start listening some samples, and let's start listening also this side, so the tweak side, changing the shape, the division, and the type of modulation. Let's now focus on the opposite side, listening the tune knob, so you can manage the tone, the symmetrical shape, and also the X parameter. Let's listen. But of course, this pedal can do more. You can engage basically other controls using the lo-fi. As you can see here, there is this knob, is called lo-fi, and is in the different color, as you can see. Is basically green, yellow, okay? And in the bypass switch, you can also read lo-fi. Basically, if you press and hold the bypass knob, you can manage the written part in yellow-green. Talking about the tweak, you can manage the envelope, the drive, and the space. Talking about the tune, you can manage the age, noise, or warble in the same way as before, so you can move the switch on the parameter you want to control. For example, shape, under the shape is called envelope, and if you press and hold the bypass switch, you can control the envelope. This is really cool, really clever, and really fast to use. And with the lo-fi knob, you can basically control the amount of your lo-fi. So basically you can control the amount of envelope, drive, space, age, noise, and warble. So let's listen this lo-fi sound. Now that basically all the features and knobs has been introduced, let's listen the different modulation you can use with this Mako M1 series. The last thing that you can do with this pedal is the skip sound. Basically, if you press and hold the tap button, you engage this skip sound. What is this skip? Basically, the last thing that you played will be played in a loop, basically. But this will depend on your tap tempo. So if the rate will be very low, the speed will be very low, and also the kind of repetition will be all what you played from basically the start to the finish of this cycle. Okay, let's listen because it's a bit difficult to explain. Let's listen. Let's talk about preset, how you can save and manage your preset. Well, you have this switch ABC, so 3 different positions, but in each position you have 3 banks. So basically A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3. So you have 9 different presets on board. As soon as you touch some of the knobs, basically you are changing the pre-saved preset and LED will blink in violet. So when you save the preset holding the 2 foot switches, so the bypass and the tap foot switches, the LED status will start blinking in a different color. So the 3 different colors of the preset will be red, green and blue, and this will be progressive. Guys, this pedal is amazing. I really like how this pedal sounds. Is really pleasant to listen, really analog. I really like the noise effect that you can listen like a vinyl effect. I really like, and I also like the space that will change according to the type of modulation you're using. This pedal is really well engineered, really well thought, because you can really use it in a really fast way when you know all the features, of course. Even if you have lot of features inside a really tiny box, is really easy to use. Guys, you have the link in the description to purchase this M1 from the Mako series from Walrus Audio. Leave a comment below, let me know what you think about, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!